Uh, James Earl Jones. If you don't know who that is, where have you been? James Earl Jones is the man. Well, he wasn't physically behind the mask, but he was the man behind the voice. Um, he was Darth Vader. That was one of his, obviously, big roles, but he was in all kinds of movies other than just Darth Vader. And he was, uh, God, he was in all kinds of movies. I mean, he was in Conan, Conan the Barbarian. Um, he was also in Exorcist 2, I believe. Wasn't he? He was in Exorcist 2. Um, and yeah, died at the age of 93. I think I'm going to stay. It's really hot. Right now, we're going through a heat wave here in LA, and it's been hot, very hot. Um, but let me jump in my car. I'm going to turn on my fan, my AC. I'm away from my apartment, so I can't just run into my apartment. But yeah, sad news though, man. That's really sad news. Let me turn the fan on here, but also like try to make it. It's not going to be directly on the camera here. But yeah, he just died. He was 93, so he was, you know, he died of old age. I mean, he was an old guy. I mean, it's probably multiple causes that made him pass away, But he died just, and it's a sad thing. I think he was living in New York, and I didn't see him in too many things. He was also in The Lion King. He was the voice of it's not Simba. Simba's a kid, right? In Lion King, he was the voice of the dad. I can't remember the dad's name. Simba was a kid. Scar was his uncle. But anyway, yeah. But I haven't heard too much. I think he was doing some voice acting for a while there, but I didn't hear too much about him for quite a long time. This is off topic, but every time I start recording and I think I'm in like an area where there's nobody around, someone's got to come up and park and sit in their car too, like right by me. I don't know why that always happens, but yeah, he was Darth Vader's voice. Was I think the one that most people will recognize him from. But I love your show. I'm going to tell my grandkids about you. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Is that Mrs. Hannah? Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Yeah, he was he was such a good actor, man. He was top of the line. But yeah, 93, that's a good long time. To be honest. I'd be happy to even live to 73. So 93, that's, hey man, you did something right anyway with your health. But I don't know if anybody else is going through a heat wave like we are right now. Obviously in LA, Southern California, we are going through a pretty hefty heat wave. And it's windy today though too, so that's actually a little bit of a change, because yesterday it was just hot and dry and just hot. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and just kind of talk about, if you're just passing through and you just passing through, even just please hit that like button for me, please, just because it helps my videos get out there, my live videos. I wanted to stay on here to see if anybody else would come on and talk about James Earl Jones. I wanted to reminisce with some of y'all. If anybody else remembers, like, some movies, I can go, oh yeah, he was in that. Because I know he was in a lot of movies. I cannot think of any right now, except for like Star Wars, and he was in Exorcist 2. Not the greatest movie. Exorcist 2 wasn't the greatest, wasn't the better of the Exorcist movies. It was probably the worst, to be honest. Exorcist 1 was good, and Exorcist 3 was good. It was pretty good. Exorcist 2 was kind of a bore fest, but anyway, he was in it. I don't know. He did a wonderful job. Nothing on him. He had nothing to do with why it was bad. It was a boring movie. But yeah, I remember him in Conan the Barbarian. He was a bad mofo in that. And like I said, he was definitely the voice of the dad in Lion King, the father lion in Lion King. If you guys are just passing through, if anybody's just passing through, please hit that like button, even just for James Earl Jones. Do it for him. If you don't want to do it for me, do it for him. Legendary actor. But I should have looked at the list of the things that he was in, because he was in a lot of movies. But I just heard it right now and I was like, no. I mean, sure, he was old, but I think some people should just live forever, you know? He would be one of those people that you would be like, cool, he's 180? I'm okay with that. And he's still kicking. But now 93, man, that's a pretty good life right there. That's actually a really good life right there. But I think he was living in New York, so certainly won't be doing any graveyard tour of him if he's buried in New York. Now, sometimes people do pass away in other states, and they still are buried here because a lot of stars are buried here, and maybe they just, I don't know, want to be recognized as a place that they would probably be recognized. Well, I mean, James Earl Jones would be recognized anywhere, but yeah, I don't know. Hot. If you're just passing through, please hit that like button. Even if you don't want to do it for me, you don't want to do it for this. You're like, nah, I don't want to do that for this. I'm not gonna do that for this thing, this face. Do it for James Earl Jones, because come on. How long have you been living in your car? Oh, buddy, I was born in this car. What are you talking about? Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say that isn't snarky? Like, what is your name? Skeet? Oh my god. Come on, dude. Come on. I bet you don't even know who James Earl Jones is. You're like, how long you been living in your car? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, if you're just passing through, please hit that like button. And if you don't want to do it for me, do it for James Earl Jones. You know, it's funny because there's always people, if you film from your car, they just assume that you're like homeless or living in your car. What is up with that? It's just a quiet place to do it from. I mean, if you got roommates or family members at home, and I don't know, just do it from your car. I'm not even near my house right now. I'm obviously out doing some work here, but if you're just passing through, please hit that like button for James Earl Jones, please. Yeah, he was just one of those guys that, like, if you were to hire a voice actor. He was the man to go to, man. Anyway, waiting for the peeps, man. Where are you guys? You live in your van? Cool. I don't know. I don't know you. Am I supposed to know that? Anyway, hit that like button if you're just passing through. Do it for James Earl Jones. Come on, man. Come on, people. All right, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just James Earl Jones has passed away at 93. I believe he just died of old age, and that's pretty much it. Chuck Z says, I was with Skeet the other day. He totally lives in a van. That's funny. Nothing wrong with living in the van. Hey, you know what? Like, some people make a living actually by living in the van. If you're like a YouTuber, or you like do TikTok or whatever, people are so interested in stuff like that. A lot of times, not at all. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, I see people that make a living off of just camping all the time. Like they're just constantly camping, or they're living in a van, not down by the river by any means, but so what does his death have to do with you? What do you mean? I didn't say it had anything to do with me. Can a guy make a video? Like, come on, man. It's a good topic if you ask me. Jamal. If I want to make a video about a tree falling down, I'll make a video about a tree falling down. Doesn't really necessarily have anything to do with me, except for I make a video about it. Are you serious? You were living in the van as a pastor, giving candy out to homeless? I don't believe you. I don't think that's true. Is that true? Are you being honest there, or are you just playing around? Chuck Z, I don't know. I mean, that would be an interesting YouTube video. But although I don't like using like homeless people as material for content, I don't think people should be making money off of homeless people. But homeless youth, okay. I assume you're telling the truth. You're not joking around. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have my moderator here today, so I'm gonna get some nonsense sometimes. Nice. That's cool, man. Did you like travel around like Did you travel around the States? Like, or did you have like a specific area? I know this has nothing to do with James Earl Jones, but I just found that kind of interesting. But if anybody could start putting in the comments movies that James Earl Jones was in, other than Star Wars, we all know that he was in Star Wars. Yeah, I was. That's what I was thinking. It was kind of funny. Shell handing candy out to kids in a van just sounds like the trope of, like, you know, a windowless white van going around handing out candy. So that's why I was asking him, are you serious or are you just joking? I'm not 100% sure if this guy's joking or whatever. Doesn't really matter. That's not what this video is supposed to be about. Yeah, alright. Okay, Bozo Boy. Yeah, but we're not here to make jokes about pointy hats, so we're here to be talking about something else. But clearly this is just like troll day. The troll day. Thank you. Thank you for liking my hat. I have to say the text is really small, so I have to like get close to like read the damn names. Well, thank you. I'm glad everybody liked my hat. I made a good choice, I guess. It's not pointy though. It's round. See that? It's not pointy. Now, if it was a pointy hat from, like, you know, the yodelers, right? Yodelay. Now that would be cool, but I'm not cool enough to pull that off. I am not cool enough to pull that hat off. Well, I am glad everybody's on board with liking my hat. This is a very important thing to me. I oftentimes hope that people start talking about my hat while I'm, you know, live chatting here, but I appreciate it, guys. My parents. Come on, Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Come on. Stop playing around. Guys, hit that like button. Come on, man. We gotta. Brandon? Do you even know any James Earl Jones movies? I'm gonna put you on the spot, buddy. Do you? I realize that troll life is real. I understand that. I used to be a troll 100%, until I found that it was a waste of time. But yes, I still live with my parents. I have a beard because my dad has not taught me how to shave yet. So that's why I got a beard, man. Actually, this is kind of fun. I didn't expect so many people to come on here and play around like this. Okay. Alright, come on, guys. Come on. It's cool. Brandon I assume he's just having a good time playing around. Field of Dreams. Oh, thank you. Lauren, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know. I've always liked these hats. I only look good in these hats and maybe baseball caps. Anything else I'm not. Of course, it's not like I went around trying every hat on, so. Because you're Irish. Maybe. Maybe I'm Irish. I don't know. I know I'm German. I have German descent. I have some family that were. My mother was from. Well, my mother's family was from Germany, so there might be some Irish. There's a lot of crazy Irish German mixing at one point. Yeah, red hair. Yeah, red hair is usually associated with Irish, but there are Germans with red hair. But like I said, it's due to the fact that there are German Irish. This is a real thing. It was I think it was an Irish guy. It was a German. It was Boris Beck. Played tennis. I think that was his name. I can't really remember his name, but he was He was a German guy, full on red hair, just blazing red hair. All right, guys. Clearly, we're not going to get too much into James Earl Jones today. That's fine. Well, thank you. I wish you well. Right back there, Bozo boy. Appreciate you. Hit that like button, guys. Do it for James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. Come on. Guy that played Darth Vader's voice. Let's do it. Some people just come in here and they just quickly drop out. Yeah, I agree with you. Lauren. He was amazing. That voice, man. Such a commanding voice. Did someone say he was in the Field of Dreams? I've never seen that movie. I've never seen Field of Dreams. I thought somebody said it was something about Field of Dreams. That's one of the movies Kevin Costner was kind of a... He was a hit or miss kind of guy, so I kind of avoided his movies sometimes. Was he in The Wiz? Yeah, I could see him being in The Wiz. That's so funny. I was just talking about The Wiz not that long ago. And I was watching some scenes of The Wiz, too. And I was watching when Michael Jackson, when the birds, like the crows, were dancing around Michael Jackson when he was like up on the, as he was on the as like a scarecrow up on the stake or whatever. And that's a pretty good song. I was like, that's cool. I actually like how Michael Jackson sings that song. He was in Field of Dreams. Okay, I never seen Field of Dreams. That was one of the movies I think I skipped. I'll have to check that movie out. Let's see. I'm just reading up on some of the older ones because some of the older messages. I saw some other movies up here. Somebody else said something. Also want to let everybody know if you left a message, sometimes not all the messages will come through on this phone app for whatever reason. And if I go back and I actually watch my video to read everything that everybody said, I'll be like, that didn't show up when I was live streaming. So that does happen sometimes. All right, guys. I don't know, not too much to talk about, much more than just the news that James Earl Jones passed away, and sad. It's a sad loss. So many actors from my childhood are passing away now, and it's kind of crazy. Even like Bob Ross, not Bob Ross, Bob Ross, of course, Bob Ross. Bob Ross passed away a long time ago, but Shelley Duvall, she just passed away not that long ago. That was another sad one. I think she was living in Texas. Was he in Shawshank Redemption? Was he one of the guards? It's been a long time. Yeah, Bob Barker. Bob Barker died kind of a while ago too, huh? God, a lot of these movies I got to revisit. I mean, I definitely saw Shawshank. That's a long movie. It's really good, but it's a long movie. Alright, guys. Anyway, I'm going to end this stream. Was an interesting one. Much different than my other streams. But it keeps life interesting when things don't go exactly the way you think they're going to go. So thank you for that, guys. I appreciate that. It was a journey, and I hope we all had fun on this small but yet interesting journey. Guys, take care. Have a wonderful week, and hopefully you guys are not burning up in the sun like we are in Southern California. I know Arizona is always much hotter than Southern California, and when Southern Californians complain about the heat, Arizonans are like, huh, what? Why you crying about that? Anyway. Hey, what's wrong with Ubering? You got a problem with Uber? Hey, if you want me to pick you up, there's no shame in it. I love Ubering. Ubering's a great way to make money on the side. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful way to do it. Oh, you're in Southern California, so you know the heat going on, Lauren. Yesterday was brutal. Yesterday was so brutal. Oh my God, that was unbelievable. I went out to the Back to the Future Mall yesterday to kind of do a goodbye, see you later mall, because it was just bought out by some real estate company. And it was like 109, 110 by the time I was done. It was boiling, unbelievably hot. You called it? Is that what you're saying? You called it? Oh yeah, hell yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what part of Southern California you live in. If you live inland, it's almost like just unbearable. I couldn't even imagine. I live by not to dox myself too much, but I do live in a beach town, and we tend to stay cooler, which is cool, because that's what I want. If you live too far inland, I mean, even parts of LA, you go out there and you're like, ugh. Let me go back. Let me go back to the beach. Jeez. Are they closing the mall? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. It's a new buyer though. So it was I guess just went through not that long ago that they bought the Back to the Future mall, and the place is kind of dead anyway. It's not much foot traffic. When I was there, it was a Saturday, and it was still pretty dead. There was people there though. It wasn't a ghost town, but it was pretty. Oh man, the sun is starting to hit my face. But it was pretty dead. I don't know if they're gonna close it. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. But I assume that if someone real estate, you know, merchant is going to buy the place, they have plans. If they were going to just give it a facelift and try to keep the mall open, it would be a risky take. I mean, that'd be a risky thing to do. Because the only thing I was thinking, like, if anybody was gonna buy it, like, in order to save malls these days, you have to have new stores. You have to have stores that people want to actually go to. Target is one of them. A lot of malls around, like Lakewood. Lakewood Mall has a Target in it, and it's not dead. There's always people there. So there are some malls that are still doing quite well because they have the proper stores. Like JCPenney, I'm sorry, man. That's just like, that's yesteryears by now. I don't know. So I just think that if they close it, it would suck, because then they're gonna probably tear it down, and then bye-bye filming location for good. So that's why I went out and did the video, because it's uncertain right now. I don't know what's gonna happen to it. Oh, Skeet, you're so funny. You're a funny guy. Give that guy a mic. Man, wouldn't that be cool? That's what I was thinking. I think it would be cool if they did some kind of like an homage to like Back to the Future. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know how they would do it, but if they did, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, it's. By the way, I just did the video yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go to my channel and it's there. Yeah, shameless plugging here. It's my channel, so I guess I should plug my own channel. Just passing through, hit that like button. Even though we're not really talking about James Earl Jones anymore, still do it for him. You know what I'm saying? Do it for him. Because, you know. But anyway, Skeet, my buddy Skeet. I think that's how you say your name. My good friend Skeet. I'm gonna bounce. Buddy. I'm gonna leave you with this image burned into your memory. Guys, take care. Stay away from the heat. And stay away from bad dudes. Keep away from the bad dudes. It's my trump. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye. Oh, see, now the X is right here, so my thumb has to. Look at that. Poorly designed. All right, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. See ya.